What's up, everybody, and welcome back to... Today we'll be doing the side story of Aogiri in the first chapter. I think this one's short. This is where you play as Ayato. Now, for the ghouls like Ayato who are range type, see, look at this. This is his evade. It doesn't move. Like it's slow for me, and it doesn't look like it does much, you know. But I could never play as these types of ghouls in multiplayer. It's not fun. And for some reason, to me, this version of Ayato seems like he doesn't do a lot of damage, but like the later version of him in RE does a lot more. Trying to hit her with that one move. There we go. Easy. Nah, I think... Yeah, Kaneki. Get this so I can end up doing a special. You won't be able to do it yet, but later, I think in the next part, you'll learn about a awakened state. So if you've played Naruto, it's gonna be like that. It'll be just like that. Come on, stagger. There we go. Usually if you stagger an enemy, you just want to keep attacking them, because they take the most damage from that. There we go. Yeah, so this is I think out of the entire game, this will be, it's just literally 2 battles. Chapter. This is whenever they go into the prison to break out a certain ghoul. This is also whenever you'll learn about awakenings, and the awakenings play a big part throughout the game, like especially for if you're fighting bosses and you just want to kill them real quick. This tells you about your teammates. You know, if they go down, you got to go near them. Hold the button to revive. Your teammates also get 3 lives as well, so that's pretty good. Oh, and I also, not too long ago, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I was completing some of the accomplishments, and I I was mainly doing the one for Juzo's Scythe, the 13's Jason. And I got it. It was pretty easy. At the end of the video, I'll show you how you could get it. And once you unlock that, you also unlock another version where the blade is green. There's really not much of a difference in them, damage-wise, and you know, anything else like that. They just have different upgrades that you can put on them. But on my investigator, I combine both of the scythes on there, so I've run double scythe with that character, and it's been fun. Like with my investigator and my quinks, the weapons I see myself using mostly is the knives, and then definitely the scythe. I think the scythe will always be there because it just looks cool, and it the attacks look great. There we go. Oh, well, I'll tell you guys whenever, after I beat the mission, and I'll show you how to get Juzo's weapon. And like also up in the part of the game where you can make your own, you know, character and stuff, and you can do missions from the campaign up in that mode, and it's literally the same things, the same areas, except it has the characters, like it has other ghoul. It has a lot of bosses up in it, like it's like a boss rush, and it's a little more, I wouldn't say difficult. It just depends on how you use your characters and everything like that. You'll probably mostly have trouble out of playing as a dove and an investigator. As an investigator and a quinks. That's what I meant, because you can only heal from med kits, and you know, med kits, sometimes they're scarce up in the game. They don't show up as often. Yeah, those knives that she has right there, I like using those. They're fast. And with the a certain button you press, it's the circle button. With the knives, you jump up in the air and you pounce on the enemy, and you pin them down, and you press the button repeatedly to do damage to them. And I can definitely seen a lot of people using that in multiplayer, because you could just stun lock them. Okay, you gotta watch out for those lasers. They don't do a lot of damage, but they're annoying. Okay, that's how you get past that one. Also, I said in the last video that the last video, that rank doesn't matter, but because, you know, it only I think it only affects, you know, how much XP you get. But I noticed whenever I was trying to get the materials for Juzo's weapon, that the higher rank you get, the more materials you get. So it's best to try to get a high rank, you know, complete the bonus parts of the mission, that way you can get a higher rank, you know. Because that will affect how much you get. Because you don't want to be farming for long. Because farming in this game, I wouldn't say it's terrible. You know, it's because I mean, as you're farming for one specific thing, you'll also be farming for other specific things from other enemies that you'll need at some point for, you know, their weapons or something like that, or upgrades. So it's really a win-win. You know, you'll be getting things that you'll need. Hate those guys right there that launch the grenades and stuff. They're so annoying. Also, I'm sorry I can't show the like story dialogue up in this. You know, it gets to a block scene. I can't show that. You know, I don't have one of those recording things to where, you know, you were like an Elgato. I don't have that, you know. Just starting off small in these things right now. You know, I just want to try to build up a decent sized channel, you know, something I'll be happy with. Because doing a channel, you know, it's what I've been wanting to do for a while. It's hard to get your content out there because, you know, how YouTube works, you know, only the most popular videos of that topic show up. So like my Tokyo Ghoul videos, I'm surprised like people even see these, you know. Because, you know, other popular people are doing this instead of me. So they get the majority of the views. So I'm glad for the one to do see these videos that I'm making for this. Also, if you haven't known, whenever you do those, like whenever you down an enemy and you do that, like move to finish them off, the follow-up attack right there, for ghouls, whenever you do that, they drop red orbs, and it fills up your gauge over there by your character, that red bar, and for ghouls, it also heals your character. So it's good to, like, whenever you're low, to, you know, do those. Also, when you're playing on this map, watch out for these ledges and stuff, cause they won't kill you, but they'll make you respawn. For enemies, it kills the enemies, so they can work. If you can knock an enemy over, it can work good for you. Because in multiplayer with your character, whenever I was farming for Juzo's materials for his weapon, I was farming in this part of the game, and sometimes Arima will appear, and I was trying to fight him, and he has a lot of health, and he is hard, and the only way I was able to get past him was, like, you have to either run and complete the mission, or you'll just die, you know, trying to take him on. But the way I got to killing him was he did a little, like, jump to where he backed up, like a backwards jump. Same thing what Suzuyu can do, and he went over the edge and it killed him. So if you're lucky, you can have him just jump off and kill himself. Because I had Juzo do that a couple of times. But yeah, like I said, they skipped a lot of things up in this game. You know, the twins, like the twins. I think they show up in a cutscene. Well, not a cutscene, but during the story dialogue that I can't show because it's blocked. I think they show up, but other than that, they're not a character you can see or, you know, fight or anything like that, which sucks because they were one of my favorite characters. So hopefully at some point they'll add them. And I hope at some point they'll also add different, like more Queen Ks to use and more Kagunes you can use. And more customization items. There's not enough outfits, and most of the regular default masks that you unlock from the accomplishments aren't good at all. Like I think out of all the default types of masks up in the character thing, I only like 2 of them. Because on my ghoul I just use Kaneki's mask. But there's only 2 of them that I like that aren't one of the anime characters' mask. Oh, these take forever. Come on.
Yes.
And there we go. Oh, I think almost done. I think this takes us to the bottom. No, does it? I don't know if it takes us to the bottom or the I think it goes to the bottom. Because we're trying to release that ghoul. I think his name starts with the S. I can't remember him. Okay, yeah, this goes down to him. Yeah, you gotta fight him. Yes, Shachi, that's his name. That's the same move that he's got. I think really just out of all the characters, you know, all of their special attacks are good, but I think Kaneki just has the best of them. And Kaneki has so many forms you can use up in multiplayer. Like, I'm only missing one, and that's his centipede form. Okay, so yeah, this is whenever you learn about the awakening state. Sometimes if your health drops down to all the way and you have an awakening, and if you have enough to go into an awakening mode, the game will... But this is the one that I'm missing for Kaneki. But yeah, there's how you can use it. Does a lot of damage. Oh, I didn't know you could use that because it says you can't use. Okay, so so this Kaneki is his own form then. I'm guessing. Because usually in the awakening states, you can't use any like special move or anything like that. There we go. But yeah, that's probably one of my favorite part of Kaneki. I kind of wish he had 4 of his Kagenes instead of just the 2 right here. Yeah, you can just see just the tons of damage. Alright, that will be it for this episode. Real quick, I'll show you how you can get the 13's Jason. So it's right here. You have to collect 30 of the weapon material Queen K Steel Shard from Juzo. So you just have to kill him, and you know, you gotta hope that drops. Also, increasing your rank at the end of the quest will give you more materials. And then you gotta defeat him up in campaign mode on normal, which is where you play as your own ghoul or investigator. But you can, in that mode, you can still play as Kaneki or anybody else. You just have to unlock them. And you got to complete the Cochela inner core area campaign mode on hard. So what I did was, to unlock the hard mode up in Substance, you need to beat the whole thing first. You need to beat all the stages, everything. Then you can unlock hard mode. And so what I did was, I just went to Cochela, the inner core, and Juzo appears here. So I just kept doing this area. So pretty much you'll just be fighting him, get the materials, and at the same time you'll also complete it on hard mode. So that's all you got to do. And for anybody wondering, this is what it looks like. This is the regular one, and this is the one you get right after you unlock the other one. But the increases you can get on this one is defense and stamina efficiency. And this one you can get health and awakening gauge fill rate, which these both combined are really good. So that's why I run both of them. But that'll be it for this video. Next time we'll do the side stories up in Cochela, which is for Ayato and Amon. So like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.